Today, we're making 3 champagne cocktails. Most of them are probably gone by now. Different bitters, same champagne, break it up.
Some sugar.
You need sugar for champagne
What the fuck are we gonna do with that?
Yeah.
Watch and find out.
Welcome to Common Cocktails, Dan and Derek and Dave. Dave?
Dave's not here, man.
Dave is not here!
Where's Dave?
Derek and Dan, and, oh, because it was another D.
Yeah. Well,
Ian.
there you go. Call me Dave, it's cool. I don't care.
Nice.
We're going to make for you a champagne cocktail. Never been done on the show for some reason. We've done all kinds of other champagne cocktails, but never this specific one that I could find.
Put one in each also.
I'll put one in each.
Yeah.
And
And
you soak them up.
it's the right time because I think this goes out like right before that date. Yeah, the December 27th. So this goes out right before New Year's. You're gonna basically, here's the recipe breakdown.
Super simple.
Roughly 6 ounces of champagne, sparkling wine, or Prosecco, 1 sugar cube, 3 dashes of bitters. Angostura is your typical, and then a lemon twist to finish. You can use brown sugar cubes if you have them.
Or white.
Or white. We're doing 3 variants here.
Yeah.
What's this one?
This is
This one
the
here.
grapefruit.
This is grapefruit?
Yep.
Oh yeah. So the traditional way is Angostura bitters. Since I have a shat load of bitters, and you can always go pick yours up at OnSomeDrinks.com using coupon code WINTER18 to save 18% off until the end of January 2019. I wanted to explore different types of bitters because people ask me about this, and I give them answers, but I've never applied a lot of them to the test. The theory is the bitter is going to give you just a little bit of that little nuanced bite and flavor additive to your champagne. This one is going to be a grapefruit bitter. This one is going to be a lavender bitter, and that's going to be your traditional Angostura bitter. I wanted to try lavender because it's so distinct, and because lavender bitters are kind of hard to find a good thing to do with. Besides like 1 or 2 specific drinks, they're so vibrant that it'd be neat to be able to apply it to something else. The other one I often suggest to customers is cherry bitters, grapefruit bitters, which is what we have here.
Look at that.
Like,
Damn.
Should be checkers.
But see, now you can have an interesting champagne cocktail bar.
Right.
You can have multiple types of bitters.
Yeah.
And everybody can make their own.
And so you should pick up 3 different bitters from AwesomeDrinks.com so that you can have a bitter taste off. And it gives you a reason to finish off a bottle of champagne without just sounding like you just want to drink. This is for science.
Yes.
And all those type of things. The Angostura definitely gives it that tint. That one's actually got a good yellow tint to it too. The Ango tint, yellow tint, and this is just kind of like champagne tint. But see how it bubbles when you add that sugar to it? This is a very classic drink. I didn't put any history to it in here. I don't really know why. I was probably rushed when I was coming up with some of these, but it's been around forever. It's super simple. Not as simple as just drinking champagne, but it's something.
Diana said, what's your favorite bitters and what's the most versatile?
The most versatile bitter for me is Trinity bitters from Bitter Cube, and people like trying to buy it off me, and I don't have any, so I asked Bitter Cube to send me some, and they're out of stock because everybody bought it over the holidays.
So the most versatile other than an Angostura.
Other than Angostura.
Yeah.
Because Angostura, I would argue, is the most versatile because it's used in the most places. It has the most, I won't say neutral bitter flavor, but it's got the most universal bitter flavwer. Where it's not got a flavor that's going to be dedicated to a certain.
Yeah, it's not like a tincture almost, where Angostura
or Peychaud's would both have.
Yeah, and Peychaud will change the color of this crease.
Yeah, heavy,
Peychaud
very wide use.
Yeah.
My favorite is either Trinity, a mole. I wouldn't use a mole for this because the spice might be weird.
No.
But you could, you can try it, especially if you like spicy stuff. But I would stick with tequila and mezcal for those type of drinks. So the versatility breaks down on the lines of what your favorite spirit is in that case. But Angostura, if something calls for bitters, it's almost always, besides the Sazerac, going to be Angostura bitters.
Unless if it's not Angostura, they specify what it is.
Yeah, it's Regan's, Angostura, or Peychaud.
Orange bitter.
Yeah, Regan's
Yeah.
orange.
I like, the most versatile for me would be grapefruit, only because you can use it everywhere. It doesn't impart a lot of different
cocktails
flavors.
have citrus in them, so it makes sense to accentuate them.
Right. So your gins, your vodkas definitely, because that fucking sucks. And everything else.
Yeah. You put it in the garbage.
All right. Did that look good on the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was fun.
What am I drinking?
All right.
You
I've got
have
Angostura.
the lavender.
Now you know.
I'm actually really thirsty. I think it was dinner. This is probably not what you do to quench your thirst, though.
You just almost missed your mouth.
I think this makes
I
you
hit
more
the stem with
thirsty.
my finger. Oh, this is a different taste to it.
I don't know. So far, I got two that taste like champagne.
You guys don't like it.
No, they taste different though. They
That
just all
tastes
taste like
different.
champagne.
That's how it
I don't know. My taster's off. All I'm getting is champagne from all these things.
Wait, what 3 did you do? Grapefruit, lavender, and Angostura?
Oh, you can definitely tell lavender. You can't taste the lavender in
Yeah, I
that?
could taste the
I don't think my palate's fine enough to differentiate out.
It is.
Dude, we've been doing this for a long time.
I know, but I'm just getting champagne in every single one
What
of these.
champagne did you use there?
Cupcake.
Yeah.
Prosecco. No,
Yeah,
the
but
lavender
also
comes
sugar
through.
in there, too. The lavender.
The lavender and the Angostura come through.
You're not getting the lavender sense because the citrus on the top is kind of keeping it focused on the citrus. It's got that it tastes different, but I couldn't say that tastes like lavender. It just doesn't taste like this drink.
You don't think so?
I don't know.
Can you taste that?
Put more in.
Yes,
It's right on the front. It's only on the front.
right.
It's,
But it goes away.
It's like you're
Oh my
gonna
god.
taste it.
Wow, that's a lot of lavender.
Is it? That's about how much I put in. I just kind of doubled it.
Now you can smell lavender.
I can smell it already.
Try that one.
No one wants to drink it now.
no, I'm pretty much all done with those.
Oh wow, woo! That smells like a.
Touchdown.
Yeah.
We did it.
Done.
Oh yeah, that's actually good. You needed more lavender in there.
Yeah, I didn't put enough of those in
You can
there.
take away.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's good.
That's the thing too. I mean, sometimes it depends
That's
on how
usually
much
how
you
I
soak
like
it.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good how it is?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's good.
Grapefruit? A little more grapefruit?
Yeah, you can put a little.
The grapefruit, you can taste the tartness comes across.
I got nothing in any of them, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, but you have a lemon peel in there, so there's gonna be tartness.
Yeah, but you get more.
No,
tartness.
you get like that grapefruit tartness.
These are both mine.
Yeah. So here's what we know. They have a distinct taste depending on how much bitter you add. The more the merrier. Especially with the 6 ounces of, or however, well, what Ian probably put was everything he could fit in the glass, right? So the lavender has a lavender taste. If you just put a couple drops in the sugar
Can you
cubes,
taste it now?
if you put,
That was awesome. Wow, you really like that, didn't you?
I feel like Tom Hanks in Big after he ate the caviar.
The minute that hits your mouth, you're like,
It's just really bitter.
okay, so to wrap that up into what might make some level of sense.
That's really bad.
I swear, every time I try and do that, something fucked up happens.
yeah.
Um,
Do that.
my
Just
God.
watching you do that
That
is
makes
like,
me want to vomit
yeah.
everywhere.
I don't want to clean that up.
Are you gonna eat that vomit?
So a sparkling, a champagne cocktail with any type of bitters is going to be good. A bitter that is something you're more interested in, I think, is cooler. Like
Well,
doing
no, I
something
think,
that's
I mean, a lavender is still very,
If you did a lavender with a more
it's-
delicate champagne.
yeah, lavender is still delicate, like grapefruit is still delicate. You just don't want to go,
you just have to add more bitters in, not on your face,
And
but
remember, you're using Prosecco, not champagne.
right. Champagne, Prosecco, sparkling wine.
yeah.
I had champagne. I have Prosecco because Jolita drinks Prosecco. So
No, I drink champagne.
well, yeah, you drink everything.
But if you had a really nice champagne and you added a couple drops of lavender in it, it would be.
It'll probably be fine.
If you had a really good champagne, you wouldn't put sugar cube in it.
No, yeah, you won't.
See, that's kind of that's what I was thinking. But then I was like, well, it depends on the nice level. Like,
Yes.
like if you get a $6 champagne and you add sugar cubes to it and all that crap, you're gonna get a $6
Yes.
champagne. If you go 12, 15 at most for something that you're about to adulterate with bitters and
No,
sugar.
like champagne, a good champagne starts probably at $45.
Which
But-
one does
Did you get it? Did you get it out
Dave
yet?
doesn't like any.
Dave's dying.
Dave's not necessarily a champagne fan, so.
No.
Neither
That's
is.
all I got with his champagne. So.
Yeah, Dave and Derek are not really big on champagne, but
I'm not a connoisseur, so I can't.
I think
We
the
get to drink better
grapefruit.
champagne.
Yeah,
Cheap
Dan
champagne
is now-
sucks.
Dan
Yeah.
loves champagne.
Like I didn't
I
like
know
it
you,
either.
yeah.
I didn't like champagne at all, and then we started
If I'm gonna drink something bubbly, it's probably just gonna be beer.
Well, now we drink.
Champagne is
beers.
definitely better.
Yeah.
Marksman's champagne is definitely better. I mean, not like crazy expensive. Like, it's got to be like $40-50.
But when you're looking at a $50 bottle of champagne, for most people, I think that would even want to experiment with champagne, that's a big ask.
It is.
But I did
Yes.
just buy a $71 bottle of mezcal, so it really depends.
Yeah, exactly. See?
On-
$50 bottle of champagne. I'm drinking.
No, you can use Prosecco. You can use Cava. Cava I usually prefer over Prosecco.
That's only for
You can use anything with bubbles. It's fine.
Use something with bubbles, add a sugar cube, and add your favorite flavored bitter. I would go, what
You'll
we
like
did
it.
here gives you the classic, which tastes fine. There's no ringing flavor profile. It's just slightly different than champagne. The grapefruit I thought was kind of neat because it almost sweetened it up a little bit and it brought that tart bitterness.
Mm-hmm.
The lavender, at first, it's very nuanced. When we added additional, it was definitely more, I mean, you get the aroma and everything.
Yeah.
All right, so you have your breakdown and analysis of champagne cocktails. So go create one and then figure it out for yourself. Use different
You'll like
champagnes,
it.
different bitters, and experiment. It gives you a reason to drink without being like that weird person
Yeah.
that just drinks all the time.
Like us.
Yeah, like us.
Yeah, exactly. So I'd like to thank my executive producer, Janice, for supporting the show. You can go to you can go to patreon.com/CMC to help fund the show so we can do more experimentation like this. And down below, there's going to be a link to the Bartender Starter Kit. On the side, there is a breakdown of some recipes for around the holidays and winter time so you guys can get cracking with making cocktails that are tasty.
Yum.
That's it. Teach you how to drink.